Globe and Mail reporter Marc McKinnon's work in 2015 was classic foreign correspondent, bookended by 2 terrorist attacks in Paris. In the first, he was on the ground hours after the Charlie Hebdo attacks in January, pounding on the doors of the apartment where the attackers lived and providing the world with its first portrait of the lives of the assailants. In November, he was back in Paris following the deadly shootings across the city. His description of the scene and the backstory of the refugee camps he visited earlier in the month is searing and masterful. Seulement une poignée des 1,5 million de réfugiés syriens du Liban a été choisie pour entamer une nouvelle vie au Canada. Michel Ouimet et Édouard Plante-Fréchette de La Presse se sont rendus à Beyrouth pour raconter l'histoire des réfugiés qui ont gagné à la loterie et celle des autres qui doivent continuer de vivre dans la misère. Leur dépêche explique en détail le processus de sélection des réfugiés par les autorités canadiennes, brossant pour les lecteurs un portrait vibrant des espoirs, soucis et angoisses que vivent les personnes forcées de fuir leur patrie. C'est une série importante, marquant un moment capital de la crise des réfugiés. Joanna Slater of the Globe and Mail was sent to Berlin from her base in New York last summer, just as the refugee crisis was coming to the boil in Europe. With Hungary closing its borders, she rushed to the scene and immediately climbed on a train destined, it turned out, to nowhere. Her poignant account appeared on the front page of the next day's Globe and Mail and marked a turning point in Canadians' awareness of the strains splitting Europe. Months later, she followed up with refugees she had encountered to complete a portrait of the greatest European migration in 70 years.
Is Joanna Slater of the Globe and Mail.
Jump with my baby, no, I don't mean maybe tonight. I'm gonna jump with my baby, no, I don't mean maybe tonight. I'm gonna jump all night, it's gonna be alright with her. I'm gonna swing with my baby, no, I don't mean maybe tonight.
Woo. Thank you so much. Je voudrais tout d'abord féliciter Michel et Édouard pour leur travail exceptionnel sur le même sujet. And of course, where's Marc? My incredible colleague, Marc McKinnon, who has done such amazing work on so many topics in so many places and is such a wonderful person to work with. So, congratulations. I want to start by thanking my editors at the Globe and Mail who made my year and a half in Germany possible, David Walmsley, Sinclair Stewart, and Paul Waldy. Susan Sachs was the driving force behind many of these stories. I share this award with her and with Rebecca Vonhoff, who played a vital role, and with Egla Percuta, who made sure mistakes didn't make their way into print. I have 3 special thank yous. One is to my 91-year-old grandmother, who is not only an incredible storyteller, but who has been helping refugees her entire adult life. I take my inspiration from her. My late father, who led by example, who showed me that when people are in vulnerable moments in their lives, that is when it is most important to give them your care and attention. My husband, Joel, who is my rock, and who held down the home front while I was traipsing around Hungary and Germany and Austria and other places. I share this award with the brave and generous people who told me their stories, and I also share this award with all of the Canadian journalists who did such important work on the refugee crisis at such a critical time. Thank you very much.